Hey guys, it's Caitlin. In this week's video, you guys will be coming along for a reading vlog with me while I read Heated Rivalry. I'm so excited. You have no idea how late to the game I am. I finally did it. I ordered the book. I also have it on Kindle, and we're gonna unbox it, and you're just gonna watch me read it with raw reactions. This will be spoilers. I'm sorry if you haven't seen the show, haven't read the book, you want to. This isn't the video for you until you do watch it or read it, but let's get to it. So I literally just got home from school and showered and put on pajamas, and I've been waiting to open this book. So I ordered it off of Indigo. It came in at 2 p.m. before I got home, so it was a really nice surprise for when I got home. But basically, in January, I read Game Changer because I really wanted to read the books in order. So that story takes on Kip and Scott, which if you've seen the series, I haven't yet. I've literally neglected it for that purpose, that I wanted to read the book first. But if you've seen the series, I know they do have parallels, and there's a whole episode where something really big will happen. And I wanted to read the physical book of Heated Rivalry. I also have it on Kindle, like I said, but I haven't read it or anything because I knew I wanted the physical copy, and I knew that I wanted to make a video on it. So let's unbox it. So here it is. I can only show you the back. I loved the Game Changer. I don't think it's the Game Changer. I think it's just Game Changer. Kip and Scott. Love their story. Literally rated it 5 stars. I think it was that might have been the first full LGBTQ book I've ever read. I've read representation within books, but I really did love it. I thought it was amazing. So now I can read the actual. You have no idea how excited I am. Here she is. Cover. Can we talk about it? You've all seen it, but I am so excited. I'm so excited. I have so much schoolwork to do this week. I probably won't even be able to get really far in this, but assuming I have a physical, a digital, and an audiobook, we're gonna try. So I'm going to go do some schoolwork as much as I just want to start this, and I will come back to you guys tonight. It's only 320 pages. I'll come back to you guys tonight, and we're gonna start this. And maybe if I continue to love this series, which I know I will, I definitely want to do a video on watching the series, which will probably take a month. And then I also will probably continue to do a reading series of videos for the rest of the Rachel Reed Heated Rivalry universe. So anyways, I'm gonna go be back, get my stuff done, and we're gonna start this tonight. I'm so excited. Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday, I think. Yeah. Yesterday I didn't get to start Heated Rivalry. I was so sad, but I was studying for my astronomy checkpoint quiz I have on Monday all night. Today, this morning, on my way to school, I ended up reading about 3 chapters on audiobook, and I really am liking it so far. I think something I'm going to enjoy about the book is the dynamic between the 2 boys, because Shane is gives off golden retriever vibes. He's really timid, he's not really comfortable with himself, and he's always trying to be the better person, where Ilya is very much I know I'm the best, I know I can do this. He's confident, he doesn't have any shame in his sexuality or anything, and the contrast between those 2 is something that I think is really going to be good for Shane. So so far I've read about, there was the prologue, and then there was in chapter 1, 2, and 3, it's basically talking about the big I don't know, to me it seems like World Juniors, so there was that. And so I saw, or I read about how Ilya won the one year, and then the next year when it's in Ottawa, Shane just won. Go Canada. And then they were talking, I've actually seen the first episode, so I was visualizing this as it happened. I thought the running scene was pretty cute. You can clearly tell that they can't tell that they like each other yet, but there's something there, and I think that's really sweet and wholesome so far. I'm gonna go into school, but I plan to listen on the way home and give you guys an update. But so far I am really liking it, and I can't wait to see where it takes me. Hey guys, so it's actually been maybe almost a week since I talked to you guys last. Currently it is 7:30 on February 17th. I haven't been reading or even really picked up Heated Rivalry in that amount of time because I spent the whole, most of all of last week studying for a finance exam and an astronomy quiz. So that being said, I did listen to it this morning as I was on my way to school. I got like 2 chapters done, I believe, and I'm so excited because Scott Hunter just came in as like a parallel. If you didn't know, the very first book in the Heated Rivalry series, Game Changer, is about Scott and Kip. And so Scott is in the NHL, and we got to see, he just came in, like I haven't even like listened to it yet, but like he just came into the story, so I'm really excited about that because I know that there is some parallels in the actual show too, and I really did love Scott and Kip's story. Also, right now both of the characters are about to compete in the Olympics, so obviously Shane for Canada, Ilya Rozanov for Russia. And I'm kind of excited to see how that goes, especially because like right now is the Olympics, and my dad and I have been like keeping up with like the hockey schedule for both the men's and women's for like our teams. So I think that's gonna be like also like a really cool parallel between the two. But so far I still am really liking it. I feel like you guys haven't actually seen me read the book, but if you take my word for it, I'm going to do a workout after my first class today, and then while I do that, I think I'm gonna listen or just read my Kindle, and I'll update you guys a little bit later. But tonight, if I don't have a lot of homework, I think I am going to try and get a good chunk of the book. Okay, I'm literally driving home from work or from school right now. But I was listening to my audiobook, I still am, and I got to this one part that I'm at it right now. I was just like, oh my god, it's actually so adorable. So basically, Rozanov and Hollander are like together, you know, spicy, whatever. And then instead of like normally like they just leave after, Rozanov was like, no, like stay the night. And then you can tell he's catching feelings. And then basically he's like, basically he's like, they're just like hanging out for a while. He's like, do you want food? They're like, what do you mean, like, do I want food? Like, then he's like, no, like, I have food. And he's like, and I have ginger ale. You like ginger ale. And like, that's something that Hollander never told him. And so clearly Rozanov is like paying attention to him, like outside of like when they're together, and he's very adamant about the ginger ale. He's like, the ginger ale's right there, like drink the ginger ale. And then he's like, how's the ginger ale? Like, he's so excited that he bought ginger ales for Shane, and I thought that was so cute. I'm almost halfway through, and it's really starting to pick up now. I feel like the first little bit of it was just like the same, like, oh, it's a new year, new season of hockey, they're getting together, they're being intimate, next season kind of thing. But now it's like starting to develop. You can tell Rozanov clearly has feelings for Hollander, and Hollander is like denying the fact that he does too, and I'm quite curious to see where it takes them. So I'm going to keep listening while I drive home, and I'll give you guys an update a little bit later on what goes on. Okay, I'm at school. I'm in a study room. It's about 11:30. My next class is in hours. So I finished all my assignments and everything, and I was trying to watch a movie, but all the movies I wanted to watch aren't available right now. So I put on booktube, and I think I'm gonna just do some reading because, like I said, I've only immersive read so far. I haven't actually got into like holding the book and reading it. So I think I'm gonna do a little bit. This man keeps coming up to my window. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of immersive or actual reading while watching some of my booktuber favorites to like catch up on some videos. Oh my gosh, so we just got to, I'm like kind of almost done the book. Not really, but like I have like 130 pages left. We just got to a sad part. Ilya's dad died, which was like a long time coming, but obviously still all the emotions. And Shane is like missing him and he wants to help, but Ilya's in Moscow, like he can't just go get him or anything. So he calls and he asks if he's all right, and he's like, is there anything I can do to help? And Ilya's like, you already did, like just calling me. And then he just asked him to call again, and Ilya's like, I'm frustrated, like I don't have anyone to talk to, and English is too hard for me today. So Shane's just like, just get everything you need to say out in Russian. And he just listens. He has no idea what he's saying, but it was just so cute. Just let him pour his heart out and let Ilya know that even though he can't understand him, he has someone to talk to. And then at the end, obviously, like they're not like you can tell they both want to be a couple, but they're not a couple, at least yet. And at the end, Shane accidentally says like, I wish you were here. And then like really like solemnly, Ilya's like, me too, which is so cute. It's so cute. Okay, pause. I'm literally still on the same page. This man again, like seriously? I'm on the same page. But what just happened was Ilya, it's like in Ilya's point of view now, and he's like, I hope Shane doesn't translate that, because like even though it's like embarrassing enough about my dad, he included in there, and on top of everything, I'm pretty sure I'm in love with you and I don't know what to do about it. I'm not even like annotating this book, but that is getting annotated because like holy love struck. So there's that, and I hope somehow Shane figures out what he said, because like okay, so I'm on chapter 21. Something I love is like I said in the last clip, how Ilya just keeps like literally telling Shane he loves him in Russian, and Shane has no idea. I'm just like hoping there's like a moment where Shane gets curious and he searches it up and figures it out, but I don't know. Also, Ilya has just said that he knows he needs to end this thing with Shane. And if there's one thing I hate about romance books, and the reason why I have to take a break from them every once in a while, because I hate the stupid third act breakup, miscommunication, and then it gets fixed in the end anyways. Like I've grown tired of that. It's pretty much every romance book. Like just give me a consistent love story, or like make some other kind of problem. I hate it when there's like miscommunication and then they break up for a while and it's like, oh, running back to you. Like 90 something pages left. I actually think I can finish this before my next class. I'm gonna try, because like I'm so invested, but there better not be a third act breakup, I swear. Only a couple pages later, and something unexpected happened. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe there is no third act breakup, because Shane and Ilya were just versing each other like in their NHL game, and basically Shane just like went into the boards because he was trying to get the puck. He got smashed into the boards, and now he's headed to the hospital. And basically like when he like wakes up, kind of, he's saying like, he just keeps saying Ilya, he's like, we're not alone, Ilya, they can't see us. So it's like, I think it's like adorable that like that's his one and only worry is like Ilya and like not what's going on. So, but I'm a little nervous about what's gonna happen now. But of course, as always, I'll keep you posted. Oh my god. The parallel is about to happen between the game changer, oh my god, and this book. Scott Hunter's team just won the cup, and if you know, you know. If you know, you know. I read The Long Game last month, so I know. Haven't even read the page yet. I'm so excited. We're almost on part 4, but if you didn't know and you're already this far into the spoiler vlog, I really don't know what to tell you. Scott Hunter's about to come out on the ice, and I'm so excited. So they're watching it, like obviously like Shane's at his parents' house and Ilya's at his house, and it just did something for Ilya, because they're like, he calls him and she's like, can you believe that? Like and then Ilya just like ignores that and he says, I'm coming to the cottage. I'm so excited. They're finally gonna get time to like actually like enjoy the presence of each other and not like have to like hide, which is really cute. And this better be about the damn cottage. That's all I'm saying. I'm on page 287 now. It's like 12:40, I think. We still have 2 hours before class, so I'm definitely gonna finish this. But basically, Ilya and Shane are sitting like at a campfire, and Ilya hears a sound and he's like, oh my god, like, is that a wolf? And then Shane's like, no, it's a loon. And he's like, what? A loon? He put, oh my god, I thought you thought it was a wolf. And he says, what the F bird makes a noise like that? And Shane's like, a loon. And then he's like, F you and your loon, stupid Canadian wolf bird, which if you've ever been to Canada, like, we've all seen those when we go to Canada. So that really, I thought that was funny. I do think I saw a spoiler like on TikTok where like the parents will end up at that cottage and like see them together. I could be wrong, but that happens somewhere in the show. I know that because I've seen that clip, unfortunately. This is looking like there's no third act breakup. That's what it's looking like to me. So I feel, why am I updating you guys every like 10 pages? I'm on 297 now, and Ilya was just talking about how he wants to get like American or Canadian citizenship, but he knows like America's not good for the Russians right now. And he was saying how he could marry Svetlana, I think that's how you say it, his friend that's a female. But he's saying like, I don't want to do that because like I have this problem. And he's and then the problem's Shane, obviously, and then he's like, well, do you want it to go away, like worried? He put no, and he looked Shane dead in the eye. I do not want the problem to ever go away. That's so cute. I'm like annotating this book, and I'm curious to see how it ends because I don't think it wraps up nicely, or like I don't think everything's gonna get resolved and all their problems and like they're gonna like start a relationship publicly or anything. I don't think that's gonna happen, but we'll see. So I'm on chapter 7, page 319. I think I literally have like 16 pages left. And I was right to some extent. Shane's dad saw Ilya and Shane like together on the porch of his lake house because he needed dishwasher tablets. And so then they run over there. Ilya says like, I'll come with you, of course, we'll describe this together. And so they go over, and his parents are just so supportive. They're a little shocked about Ilya. Obviously they're supposed to be rivals, but his parents are so supportive and loving, and they say they suspected it anyways, and they're trying to work out a plan so that Ilya and Shane can like publicly be together and like enjoy hockey and like their relationship without like all of the scandal stuff that will come with it. And it was just like so sweet seeing them be so supportive to them and not even like bat an eye or like be like negligent or anything towards them. Okay, I finished the book. I just have like 14 pages of epilogue left, and like all of this is like another book. I don't even know. All of that's another book. But I'm proud to say there was no third act breakup, and the ending was very sweet. They're talking about like all their future plans when they can actually like be out and be together. And then they were like, we're in it for the long game, which I know is the second book to their story. So I'm like, maybe I just have to read the second book to the story and just bypass my OCD order. Bullcrap. But I'm gonna read the epilogue. So far though, I really enjoy how it ended. Like, I really liked that. It was nice and sweet. And they're talking obviously about like problems they're gonna have like upcoming anyways, still sneaking around. But like there was like hope in it, which was really sweet. I finished the book, and I thought I was filming me finishing the epilogue, but I didn't. This is an automatic 5 stars. This isn't one of the kind of books that I actually have to like look at and like think about to figure out what I would get it. Like, this is just 5 stars. I loved it. I loved the way it wrapped up. So hopeful. They started the charity that was named after Ilya's mom, who he lost to suicide. They started the charity, they're becoming friends, everything's like coming into place, and oh my god, I just realized there's a loon on the cover. But anyways, I absolutely loved this book so much. I can't even describe it. So far, the Game Changer and Heated Rivalry are 5 stars. I don't know what the next book is, but I'm going to see, and then if that doesn't pique my interest, I'm going to just go on to The Long Game because I need to see how this story continues. But that is my update. I absolutely love this book. I really liked filming this reading vlog, even though like I feel like the first half of it was mainly just you watching me drive and talk. I hope you guys liked it as well. And that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Comment below if you want to see. I was thinking of maybe doing like watching Heated Rivalry video, although I'm not really sure what I'd do with that. I'd have to like watch some videos on people doing like watches for like other things to figure out what I would actually film when doing that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed watching me read Heated Rivalry as much as I loved reading it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.